Hey guys, it's Erin, and this is going to be a super lo-fi, super kind of chill chat video. I don't have any extra microphones or anything attached, no makeup or anything like that. It's just like a lunch hangout. I actually stole the idea from a mall who I'm sure you already follow, but if you don't, you must. And basically, she had a like takeout meal. This is General Chicken and an egg roll, and it's kind of, I guess, like general eating ASMR video. I'm sorry if you hate those types of things. I am iffy about it. If there's someone I can't stand and they're eating, I want to throw them out of a window. But if it's like a stranger on YouTube, I actually really enjoy it. So, if you hate eating videos, I don't know how much eating I'm actually gonna do, but if you hate eating videos, hopefully I'll have a non-eating video soonish. So yeah, I don't really have a lot planned, like pre-planned for this, because it's not like a role play or any kind of official video, so much as it's that I haven't made a video in like 9 months. And I just want to firstly, like, before I say anything, I want to say thank you to people who have been commenting even as recently as like a week or two ago, saying that they wished I would come back. A lot of that is a big reason why I'm even making this video and future videos, because there's something about, I mean, people, humans in general, but content creation, where sometimes you feel like people don't care or nobody wants to watch. And when you get those comments, like unsolicited comments out of nowhere, just saying that people miss you, or that they love your stuff, or that they just found you and they want to see more, it really makes a huge difference. I don't want to speak for everyone, obviously, but you know, if there's a content creator that you haven't seen in a while, or that you see all the time, I would take the minute to make a comment just how much you appreciate them, because no matter how confident somebody is, there's always just that part of you that's, or like it comes and goes in waves, where sometimes you're like, yeah, I got this, I'm on top of this, and sometimes it feels like nobody cares, or you tell yourself that nobody cares. So thank you. I don't eat Chinese food a lot. I don't know why I was in the mood for it today, but I was. I got my Diet Coke so I can pretend to be healthy or something. So anyway, I wanted to let everybody know that I'm not like gone forever. And a lot of times for me, what I intend to be a shorter break turns really long unintentionally. Because the longer it goes on, the harder it is to get back into it. And then sometimes life gets in the way, or I'm super busy or whatever. Originally, around the time that I made my last video, it was just a little bit chaotic and it wasn't the right time. And I know that if you're somebody who's watched past videos, which is a long time ago, so maybe you haven't, I mentioned it in the Oculus VR video that my dad was having a lot of health issues. And I think that it was just one of those situations where it's like, for me personally, it's hard to make a calming and like soothing video if internally I'm not in a great place. It's hard to be like soft and soothing and calm if it's really anxious and everything inside. And I think it was coming out in the videos in two ways. One was that I wasn't planning the way that I typically did, you know, as far as like props, and never really been much of a script person, but like I would have a outline or like a rundown or something like that. And I was just kind of winging it. I was just sort of like, I'll figure out what I'm gonna say and just go from there. And it was a bad idea because it just was chaotic. And the other thing is just that I wasn't able to really like have that soft and soothing like voice and tone because I was so like sad and angry. And it's kind of hard to be soft when you're mad. And somebody did call me out on it, and they were right. Sometimes it's hard to hear those things. I mean, of course it is, but when it's true, it's true. And I wasn't able to be there in that like headspace of calm and soothing. So I said, all right, I gotta kind of like step back from this and come back to it when I can. So it just took a long time. Unfortunately, I mean, if you saw what I said in that previous video, my dad has Parkinson's disease, and so he is pretty much in the same place as he was when I made that video. I just am personally more, I guess, like adjusted and accepting of things, so I'm able to kind of just be in a better like headspace about it. I think, I hope. You guys can tell me if I'm not. I'm not the type of person that doesn't like feedback. I mean, I think it should be nice. You know, sometimes you get people that are just mean for the sake of being mean. But constructive criticism is important. And it's important to listen to it and to realize when people are right. So Oliver is over here looking at birds. And he also wants my food. But I yelled at him. He didn't even eat all of his food, so he can't have any of mine. So, you know, some things have changed. Some things stay the same. that's life. The last set of videos that I made, I really started to sort of get away from some of the healthy things that I was doing. It's probably obvious. It's kind of hard to hide, unfortunately. But I had gained back a lot of the weight that I had worked really hard to lose. I'm better about it now. You know, obviously Chinese food doesn't help, but overall, I have been moving a lot more, doing the VR workouts and taking walks, and I get a Peloton. I love it. Maybe I could do a Peloton review video if anybody wants to see it. I'll become a tech product ASMR reviewer. But yeah, I did get a Peloton and I do like it. And I think I was just really not in the greatest space like 9 months ago, and I've really worked hard to get myself out of it. I wouldn't say I'm like, you know, magically fine, but I'm much better than I was. One of the biggest things that has changed is that I have a new job, and it is a very different job. I think you guys have known similar, like, you know, my industry or whatever, but the difference is that I now have a lot of remote days, which I didn't before. I was working in an office, and it was, I had spent, I don't know, probably like a year or two getting the courage to do something else. And of course, like everything, I wish I did it sooner, but then I wouldn't have the opportunity that I have now, so I'm grateful for it. Like a lot of people, my office job became fully remote during the lockdown. And then when everything went back to like normal-ish, we were told that we had to come back into the office full time. And I loved working remotely, and I never fully adjusted back to being in the office full time. It really and it made me mad that my job didn't even like consider what we wanted to do. Like there was no survey or like, you know, like consideration of what would work best for us. So after we came back and were told that we had to be in the office, I was just kind of like very discontent with things. And I talked about it for a while, but I never felt like ready to actually look for anything else. And then I finally saw something, and I still wasn't ready. It was a really weird situation. I saw a job on LinkedIn that was in my industry, related to a hobby that I really love. And it was one of those like, that would be like really fun to work there. Like that would be really cool to like work at that place that I'm like a fan of. And I sat on it for a little bit, and then almost kind of like, I hate to say this, but almost kind of like a joke, like not a joke, but like a whim, like okay, I don't actually think this is gonna happen. I applied for it, and they got back to me like the next day. And I was like, oh man, this is like for real. And then I think it was like maybe 5 weeks later, I had a series of interviews. Some of them were remote and some of them were in person. And eventually I got the job, and it is a huge upgrade for me. I still can't believe it, but it's like a step up in every way. And so I'm only in the office 2 days a week, and then I'm remote 3 days and off 2 days. So I just finished my first month there, and I really like it. And they seem to like me too. That's important. And so right around like the monthish mark, I was thinking to myself that because I have these remote days now, I would like to get more into filming again. I have I've had a couple of different channels over the years. I have my Twitch gaming channel, like a retro gaming channel. I have that YouTube channel where I talk about like multi-level marketing and like scams and stuff, and this one. And I like them all, and they all are like an outlet for me in different ways, and like creativity and stuff like that. And it's always been a struggle to like which things to put my energy into, because I only have so many hours in a day. And so sometimes different ones get different ADHD energy. So I felt very called to come back here, and hopefully I will be able to have some kind of regular schedule, because I know that means a lot to people. A lot of the people that I like, whether it's ASMR or gaming or whatever YouTubes I watch, like you do expect them to be regular and consistent and things like that, and you look forward to it. So I do want to make that a thing. And as soon as I know what that looks like, I'll let you know. And I do have a couple of videos planned that I should be able to film on my days off or remote days. And I think that having this job is going to be a big help for all of my like content creation stuff, because it's really hard to work full-time in the office and then do this as well, because you have to get up, you have to get ready, you have to do your commute, then you have to work, then you have to commute. Whereas like when I'm home, it's so much easier to have more time, prepare meals, not spend so much time in the car, and put energy into these things. So I apologize if you were expecting a lot of eating. I didn't eat a lot, I talked a lot, but I wanted to say hello, and I hope you're all doing well, and I hope to see you all very soon. Feel free to put any requests in the comments, like any role plays or videos or whatever in the comments, because I'm not sure if I have any like list of things. I do have some new props and stuff that I've gotten for my gaming channel that I could definitely use here. So any requests, and then that way I can kind of build a little bit of a list of videos that I want to make. So thank you for being patient, and thank you for being kind, and for continuing to comment on my videos even when I was gone for a really long time. And I'll see you soon.